Hi, I'm Julie from the Group Fitness and Aerobics department here at Club La Santa. Today, I'll guide you through a 30-minute stretch and relax session from home. The only thing you need to prepare is a mat, a towel, or anything else that's comfortable for you to move on, and then maybe a bottle of water. We're going to focus a lot on the lower body today, but you'll get a nice stretch for the whole body through these 30 minutes. Let's get started. We're going to start standing up. You place your feet where it's comfortable for you. Take your shoulders down, and from here, just let your head and your neck relax. Take it slowly here from side to side, just a few times. You can close your eyes if you like. Just let the head and the neck be heavy, gently moving it from side to side. And now the next time you come to your right side, you're going to keep your head out there and feel a stretch now down the left side of your neck. Try and keep the shoulders down. If you want to intensify the stretch a little bit, you can take your right hand, gently put it on top of the head here, not pulling too hard, but just letting the weight here of the hand intensify the stretch. And feel this nice stretch down the left side of the neck. Holding it here just for a few more seconds. Great. From here, you can take your hand back down and now move your head over to your left side instead. Keep it still there as well. Keep the right shoulder down. Feel the stretch now down the right side of the neck. As well here, if you'd like a little bit more, place your left hand now gently on top of the head. Again, not pulling too hard, but just letting the weight of the hand intensify the stretch here down the side of the neck. Holding it here for a few more seconds. Great. From here, take the left arm back down, and a few times now, just look directly up towards the ceiling and down towards the ground. Moving just your speed here, but try and make it a big movement. Looking as far up as you can, get a stretch here for the front, and looking directly down into the ground. Next time you look down, again, try and stay down there and look directly down here between your feet. If you want a little bit more, maybe just placing the fingertips from both of your hands gently on the back and try and see if you can find the stretch down the back of the neck. Holding it here as well, just a few more seconds. Wonderful. And just taking your hands back down here. A few times now, just take your head around in a big circle, looking directly up, out to the side, down into the ground, making it a big movement here, getting the neck all stretched out. Next time you come back up to the middle, move the other way around here. So go both directions. Just a few circles going this direction as well. Wonderful. Finish the circle you're doing right now and just come back to the middle. Maybe taking the shoulders back and down here just once. From here, we have a little side stretch. I'm going to step out just a little bit wider with my feet. Start with my right arm, moving it all the way overhead and just reaching as far here as you can and as it feels comfortable for you. Getting a stretch here down the right side of the body, holding it here just for a few more moments. Great, and we can take the right arm back down again. Doing the same now on the other side, starting with the left arm, moving all the way overhead, reaching towards the other side, feeling the stretch now down the entire left side of the upper body here. Holding it for a few more seconds. And release the left arm here as well. Perfect. For the next stretch, we're going to step forwards with one leg. I'm just going to turn myself around. I'm going to start by stepping forwards with my right leg here, and I bend the front leg. For the back leg, I make sure to press the heel all the way down into the ground, so I feel a stretch here for the calf on the left leg. While I'm standing here, I'm gonna take my hands behind my back, interlock the fingers, and then pressing the chest forwards here. Try and keep the shoulders down where you are, and maybe look a little bit upwards. Feeling a stretch here for the front of the chest, and holding it here for a few more seconds. Great. From here, let go of your hands again, step the feet together. Now stepping backwards with the left leg. Doing the same now, so make sure to press the heel all the way down into the ground, bend the front leg. This time we take the arms in front instead, interlocking the fingers again, and now pressing them away from ourselves. Try and see if you can separate the shoulder blades here on the back, pressing them away from each other. And maybe looking a little bit more down now into the ground. Getting a nice stretch here for the upper back, while also stretching out the calf. Hold the stretch here for just a few more seconds. Great. From here, just release your hands again, step the feet together, and step out a little bit wider now with the legs. From here, we're gonna come a little bit more down into the knees. So, I have my toes pointing a little bit out to the side here. My knees are going to follow that way. And I simply just bend my knees here out to the side. You can now choose if you want to stay up here, placing your hands on your knees. I like to take my elbows a little further down here. So if you want to intensify the stretch a little bit, you can do that as well. We want to find a stretch here now for the inner thighs and holding it down here. For some of the exercises today, I'll give you some different options to choose from, as for example, staying up here or coming down even further. Always just listen to your body, what feels the best. It doesn't necessarily have to look exactly like what I do. Holding it here just a few more moments. You can use your elbows to gently press your knees further out if you feel like it. Perfect. From here, I'm going to stretch up my legs again, point the toes forwards, and now reaching the hands down towards the ground here. Maybe you don't reach all the way down, that's perfectly okay. You just reach as far down as you can. Feeling a stretch now here down the back of the legs. You can either just stand still here, allow your head and your neck just to relax. Maybe you feel like grabbing your elbows and just slowly swinging a little bit with the upper body from side to side. If you feel like doing that, you're more than welcome to. And just stay down here for just a few more moments. Great. Now, if you're holding on to your elbows, we're going to release that. And from here, we're going to walk the hands out towards the right leg here. Again, you can reach for your toes, for your ankle, for your shin. Doesn't matter how far down we can reach, as long as you just feel that it intensifies the stretch here down the back of the right leg, then that's perfectly fine. Holding it here, a few more seconds. Feeling the stretch down the back of the right leg. And just breathing in and out. Great. Slowly now walking the hands back to the middle again, and now towards the left leg. We do the same here, reaching for the toes, for the ankle, for the shin, just how far down as you can reach, and feel how it intensifies the stretch now down the back of the left leg. Holding it as well out here for just a few more seconds. Perfect. Walking the hands now back to the middle again. And from here, just slowly rolling yourself all the way back up to a standing position again. Great. From here, we're going to work one leg at a time. I'm going to step out actually even wider than I am right now. And I'm going to start on my right leg. Just bending out to the side here in the right knee, again pointing it a little bit diagonally out to the side, keeping the left leg just stretched out here. You can choose as well now to stay up in this upright position, maybe placing your hands here on your hips. If you prefer to come lower down, we can do that as well. Maybe taking both hands down towards the ground here. Maybe you want to place one elbow on the knee, one hand in the ground. You move your arms around how you prefer here. We want to find a stretch here for the inner thigh on the left leg. Holding it here for a few more seconds before we move further. Perfect. Well done. From here, I'm going to turn myself a little bit to the side. So I'm now facing the same way as my right knee here. I take my hands down to the ground here, place them next to my foot, and make sure that you keep your back leg still stretched out here. From here, you can either choose to stay where you are with your hands down, or we can add a little rotation. I take my right arm here, same arm as the leg I have in front of me, and I rotate in my upper body here, reaching the right arm up towards the sky, stretching out the fingers, making the arm long, and just holding a little rotation here, just for a few more seconds. Great, make sure you still stretch out that back leg. And from here, taking the arm back down again, place it down on the ground. And we can also now place our back knee into the ground as well. From here, you also have a few options. We can either choose to come down towards the ground here, moving the arms down low, or you can come up into a more upright position again, maybe placing your hands here on your hips. And if you like, we can add a side stretch with the opposite arm now. So left arm, right leg in front, and adding a little side stretch here. You choose the variation you like the most, either coming down low or adding our little side stretch here. Great, last few seconds here where we are. And now, if you have the arm up, we can take that back down again. And now stretching out the leg here in front of us, pointing the toes up towards the sky and lowering down our upper body here. We want to find now a good stretch here for the back of the thigh. So moving the chest down towards the knee. You can have your hands here either on your hips, in the floor, maybe reaching for the toes, wherever you prefer to keep them. Just holding the stretch here a few more moments, really focusing on getting the chest down towards the knee here in order to intensify the stretch even more. Wonderful. Just a few more seconds here where we are. And from here, we want to move down into a pigeon pose. So what I do, I just bend my right knee here. Just maybe let your hand help you get the knee down onto the mat here right in front of you. I have my knee pointing forwards, my toes here diagonally out to the side. And you can choose now if you want to bend or if you want to stretch out your back leg. No matter what, I place my arms in front of my knees and just relax my head down here onto my hands. Find a nice stretch here that works for you. Again, you can choose if you want to bend or if you want to stretch out your back leg. It's completely up to you. Just letting your head relax down onto your hands. Feeling a nice stretch here down in the pigeon pose. And just the last few seconds down here as well. Great, guys. From here, coming up, sitting a bit more upright again. We want to move now into a downwards facing dog. I place one hand here on either side of my knee. I tuck the toes on the leg behind me and then gently press myself backwards up here onto my arms. Here you find a downwards facing dog that works for you. If you have to bend your knees a little bit, of course you can do that, but otherwise try and stretch them out. Focus on getting the heels down towards the ground, chest towards the thighs here. If you want to walk a little bit here on the spot, putting weight on one heel at a time, feel free to do so. And if you prefer to just stand still, you do that. We're gonna stay here just for a few more seconds, so choose the variation that you prefer. Great, guys. And from here, we're gonna walk the hands close towards the feet, bend the knees, and slowly rolling ourselves all the way back up to a standing position again. Great. We're going to do the same now, but on the other leg. So come back to where you started here. We're gonna step out nice and wide again. I point my toes a little bit out to the side. The knees are following the same direction. Now, of course, bending out in the left knee instead. If you want, stay up here in your upright position, hands on the hips. If you want to get lower down, maybe take both hands to the ground, maybe one hand here on the knee and one hand in the ground. This time, we of course want to feel the stretch now on the inner thigh, on the right leg. So find the position that feels the best for your body. It's the most comfortable one for you, and stay with that one. Holding it here for just a few more seconds before we move to the side. Great. Now I'm going to turn my upper body to the other side here, so I'm again facing the same way as my leg in front of me. From here, we're going to keep the back leg nice and stretched out. You can place both of your hands into the ground, and if you want to add our little rotation here, we take the left arm, rotating all the way up to the sky, reaching the fingers up high here, making the arm long, and then just enjoying a nice rotation here just for a few more seconds. Make sure that we still keep the back leg straight, stretching the arm up here. Wonderful. Now take your arm back down again to the ground, and we can place the back leg into the mat as well here. Here you have some options again, either coming down low with the arms down towards the ground, or maybe coming up into our more upright position here, adding the side reach here with the arm if you wish to. Opposite arm, then the leg in front of us. So now right arm when we have the left leg in front. Again, you just choose the variation you like the most. It doesn't have to be the same as me, just the one that feels the best for you. Great. If you have the arm up now, we can take it back down again. From here, stretching out the leg in front of you, point the toes towards the sky and lowering our body down here over the leg. We want to find a nice stretch here for the back of the thigh. So move your chest down towards your knee until you can feel the stretch here intensifying. You can have your hands on the hips, in the ground, or reaching for the toes. That's completely up to you, where you find it the most comfortable. And we hold the stretch here for just a few more moments. Maybe we can move the chest just a little bit further down to the knee, feeling the stretch here for the back of the thigh. Great, everyone. From here, we want to come down into a pigeon pose one more time. So bending the front knee here, just using your hand to gently help your leg come down onto the mat. Knee pointing forwards, toes diagonally out to the side, placing your elbows here in front of your knee and just relaxing your head down onto the hands. You choose if you want to stretch out or if you want to bend your back knee. Find the position that works the best for you. And just hold the stretch here, nice and easy, just for a few more moments. Great, just letting the head relax here, down onto your hands. Last few seconds down here. Wonderful. Coming back up a little bit more upright now again. From here, we want to move up into the downwards facing dog one more time. So placing again one hand here on either side of the knee, tucking the toes behind us and gently pressing ourselves backwards, finding a nice downwards facing dog for you here. Again, if you need to bend your knees, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we try to stretch them out, focus on pressing the heels down towards the ground, chest to the thighs. If you feel like it, walk here a little bit on the spot, putting a weight on one heel at a time. And if you prefer to stand still, of course you do that. We're gonna stay here for just a few more seconds. And just keep breathing in and out here, deep breaths. Wonderful. Now, instead of walking the hands towards the feet, we're going to move the weight forwards now. We want to come down into a cobra position. So first, come into a plank position here. Lower the body down between your arms. And from here, you can choose to either come into the cobra here, holding it on your hands. If it's a little bit too much for your wrists, feel free to just come down onto the elbows instead. That's just as good. No matter where we are, we're going to look towards the sky here, take the shoulders down and get a nice little stretch for the front, making your neck long and holding it here for just a few more seconds. Great, guys. From here, we want to move backwards into a child's pose. So use your hands here to press yourself back. Big toes together, knees out to the side, sitting back here on the heels, walking the arms a little bit more forwards, and just letting your forehead relax down here onto the mat. Stay down here in the child's pose. Try and take a few deep breaths here where you are, getting a nice release and a nice stretch here. Great, and while we are down here, we can try and walk the arms a little bit out towards the left side. Then we should feel a nice stretch down the upper body on the right side here. Just a few seconds out here to the left side. Great, and walking the hands back to the middle. And now we do the same just on the other side. So walking the hands a bit out to the right side. And feel now a nice stretch in the upper body for the left side of the body. Wonderful. Walking the hands just back to the middle again. Last few deep breaths here in the child's pose. Just stay down here. Well done, everyone. From here, we want to come up onto our knees, find a tabletop position here where we are. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to do the cat-cow movement a few times just to get the back stretched out as well here. So we're going to start by arching in the back here, looking up towards the sky. Take your shoulder blades together on the back. And then we're going to round in the back, look to the belly button, pressing the shoulder blades away from each other here. Great, and arching again here. We're just going to move just a few times with our arching around here. Wonderful. Around in the back one more time. Look to the belly button. Great, guys. 2 more times here. If you want to move with your breath, maybe inhale here as you arch in the back. And exhale as we round in the back again. Wonderful. One more time here. Inhale, arch in the back, look to the sky, shoulder blades together. And then one more time, round in the back on the exhale, look to the belly button and press the shoulder blades apart. Great, guys. Come back to just a neutral back here in our tabletop position. From here, we can just crawl backwards, sitting on the knees. We want to move now down, lying on the back. So I'm just going to turn myself around here and slowly rolling down. Make sure you have a little bit of space behind you. We have just a few more stretches here lying on the back. I'm gonna start by bending my knees, so just place your feet into the ground. From here, I'm gonna take my right leg, stretch it up into the air, and grab my hands here behind my thigh. Lying down again and pulling now the leg closer towards your chest. You should feel a nice stretch here down the back of the thigh. If you'd like a little bit of ankle movement while we are here, you're more than welcome to move your ankle here around in circles, one way and the other way, or maybe switching between pointing and flexing your toes here, just moving the foot a little bit as well. If you prefer to just keep your foot completely still, of course, you just do that. But if you want a little bit of movement, we can add that to it. Holding the stretch here just for a few more seconds, still focusing on getting the leg here on the thigh close towards the chest. Wonderful. From here, just let go with your hands. Place your right leg back onto the mat again. We do the same now with the left leg. Stretch it up into the air. Grab your hands behind the thigh and pull it closer towards your chest. Feeling now a stretch all the way down the back of the left leg. As well here, if you'd like a little bit of ankle movement, you just move your foot here around in circles, one way, and switching to the other direction as well. Or maybe switching between pointing and flexing the toes. Great, and still focusing on getting the thigh here close to the chest, so we intensify the stretch down the back of the leg. Good job. Now, instead of just placing the left leg down onto the ground, I'm going to cross it over and place it on top of my right knee. We're going to get a stretch now for the glutes on the left leg. So from here, I'm going to lift up the right leg, take my hands, grab behind the right thigh, and again, pulling it closer towards my chest. Now you should feel a nice stretch here down the side of the thigh, down into the glutes on the left knee. If you want to intensify the stretch even more, you can use your left elbow here, gently pressing the left knee further out to the side, or simply just pulling the right leg closer towards yourself. Hold the stretch here for just a few more moments. Great, last few seconds here for the left leg before we switch over and do the same on the right side. Perfect, good job. From here, placing the right leg back down onto the mat, take the left leg down as well, and now do the same on the other side. So lifting up the right leg, cross it over and place it on top of the left knee, lifting up the left leg from the mat, hands behind the thigh, lying down again, and then pulling it close towards the chest. Now we should feel the stretch here for the glutes down the side of the thigh on the right leg instead. Again, using the right elbow to gently press the knee further out to the side if you want to intensify the stretch, or simply pulling the left leg closer towards yourself. Hold the stretch now here for a few more seconds. Perfect. Last few moments here before taking the leg back down again. Wonderful. From here, just release the hands here, place the leg back down and the right leg as well. From here, we can just place the right leg all the way down, stretch it out. The left knee, I'm going to lift up so I have a 90-degree bend here in the knee. I'm going to take now my right hand to the left knee and slowly lower the left knee down to the right side here. You can place your left arm out to the side, turn your head to the side as well, so we're looking the opposite direction of where we're taking the knee. Here we should feel a nice rotation in the upper body, and you just take your knee as far as you can, as far as the body allows you to. Try and keep the shoulder blades in the ground and just enjoy this little rotation here for just a few more moments. just a few deep breaths here. Good work. From here, just looking back up to the middle again, lifting the left knee up. And we do the same now on the other side. So place the left leg all the way down on the ground. Right knee, lift up, 90-degree bend here in the knee. Grab your left hand to the right knee and slowly lower down to the left side. From here, maybe take your right arm out to the side. Turn your head around so you're looking the opposite way of where you're taking the knee. Keeping the shoulder blades in the mat and then just taking the knee as far to the side as it allows you to. Great, and just a few more deep breaths here, enjoying the nice rotation in the body. Great, everyone. From here, looking back up to the middle again, lifting the right knee back up. Place now both legs in the ground. Maybe just hug the arms around the knees here. Curl yourself up into a little ball. Roll a little bit from side to side, giving yourself a little back massage here where you are. Great. From here, we can just roll ourselves back up to a seated position again. And we can just end off by just taking a few deep breaths together here where we are. So start by just breathing in and breathing out. Great. One more time here, breathing in and breathing out. One last one here, breathing in and out. Perfect. Thank you very much for joining in for this little stretch and relax from home session. I hope you feel nice and relaxed now in your body. We hope to see you down here at Club La Santa soon and have a lovely day.
Did you enjoy this video and want to see more from Club La Santa? Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media.